Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make a new dimension in Minecraft for a building or if you just want to make a mod. So first we're going to need MCreator. If you don't know how to do that, you can download it from this website I'll put down in the description. mccreator.net/snapshots. Make sure it's a snapshot because there's a lot of bugs in the non-snapshots and they won't go in 1.16.5 as we may want it. So you go ahead and download this one, 2021.1b12313. Download it, and and then once you install it, you can go back, and then you click New Workspace, select where you want it, display name, and your mod ID, and all of the other stuff. You can also get plugins for MCreator, and then you could get fabric mods or spigot mods or just make data packs. But let's do a forge mod. So let me type in forge mod. I don't know what I'm doing. Then create a new workspace. And then it'll give you this thing. This is, hang on, we're almost there. You just exit out of that, and here. And while setting up Gradle project, if it says there's an error, then you could just go into the files and delete the Gradle folder of this project, because that probably means it's an outdated Gradle. That happened a lot with all the older versions of MCreator, which is why I'm suggesting you to get the snapshot version. So, we just wait for this to finish. I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so now it's finished. We were exit out of this by going to workspace. So we have all these elements. Let's just add an element. There's all these elements: fuel, function, GUI, game room, music disc, and like there's pretty much everything the normal mod could add. So let's just go ahead and find dimension right here, or you could click D on your keyboard. Let's click it. Enter dimension name. Sky Island dimension. This isn't the actual name of the dimension. Well, it might be, but you can't have any capitals or characters that doesn't like. And do not use any existing names of an item, like dirt, coal, diamond. Don't use one of those. So then now you've got this thing. You've got the normal, nether, and the end. I'll put on the screen what each of them look like when they're in their dimension. And I would like an end like gen here, because it makes it a lot of different islands. So the main filler block, or the block that most of them are in, you just, search up what you want. Stuff like that. And then I'm gonna make it air, so it's just nothing. It's just void all the way. Then if you have fluid, like the overworld, this is the block that the fluid's gonna be in. Again, I'm gonna select air. Oh, and for this one, I'm actually gonna select void air for both of these, because void air is actually different than normal air. So, because void air will kill you, I think. I'm not sure. You can test it out yourself. Biomes in this dimension, this would choose like what blocks are in it. I usually just choose void right here, because that just means it has nothing besides the base generation of here. And if we've got the main filler block here, that means you have nothing there. Sky fog color override. If you have enabled dense fog or just sky color, you select this. I'm going to select a pinkish color. Yeah, this color. And then sleep attempt, you can have deny, which just doesn't allow them to sleep. Bed explodes, like the nether or the end, and then allow. I'll have allow. Or I'll just have deny, because I'm also, I just don't want them sleeping in this biome. Has skylight source if you want it like the nether. Like skylight does not, like nether dimension, basically, you do not want a skylight source because there would be blocks above you, and skylight source does not go through this. You want to have ambient light source there. So I want a skylight source in my dimension, but not an ambient light source. And can player respawn here? Yes, because if I want them to. I also set them to allow, because this would be like the dimension that they can build in. imitate overworld. This is like mob spawning, stuff like that. And does water vaporize? If you want it like the nether, where water vaporizes, you can set it like that, with dense fog. So now we go to the actual portal. What do you want it out of? You can select this to a custom block that you've made, or any block. I'll make mine out of glass. Um, Portal flame. I'm gonna make it just a normal explosion. Or yeah, I'm gonna select one of these. I'm gonna have lava as mine. You can select the sound file right here. I'm gonna have it as ambient cave, anvil file. Why not? So like played by the player randomly when active. So that might get annoying. You might want to select something that you don't exactly want to hear that much. So this is where you can select the luminance of the portal frame block. I'll set mine to 0. And then here you can select your dimension portal igniter. So I'll just say test portal igniter. So and then we can select which one to put it. You can also have it in a custom tab if you've made one. And then here we want a texture. So let's go and go back to workspace. Go down here to resources. Create new texture and create texture. You can fill it with transparency if you want to make your other one. Color, like transparency if you want to make your own one with no template. Color, you want the background to be just a base color. Template, which is what I'll be using. I can add a template of something. And then you just has no layer, which means that you create the layers how you want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make mine like this. Width 16 by 16, I'm gonna make it like that. And then let me just make something real quick. Okay, so I have my basic item texture. You can make it however complex you want. Press save this texture, item, and I'll call it portal igniter, or whatever you want to call it. So you go back to the skyline dimension tab, go to your portal igniter item texture, and that's what it's going to look like. You can add a custom crafting recipe later if you would like that. Now you got your portal block texture. Again, let's go ahead and make a custom block texture if you want it, of course. And I'll just make mine. Yeah, you can import a texture or create one. You can even create one from in here. So I'll just have the fill with template again, so I can make it a little bit easier. And then have this base block. And again, I'll get back to you when I'm done making this. Okay, so I've got my basic texture down. You save this texture. I'm pretty sure it's other, so you can do portal block. Press OK. Go back to here. Oh, never mind. I did that wrong. You will save it as this time, and then block portal item texture. Do that, and then go ahead and select it. Here you can have some extra things, triggers. You've got these random triggers you want, but for simplicity's sake, I'll leave that as it is. Save mod element. We can exit out of these because they're already saved. Go here, skyline dimension. So you can export it right here if you want to, or to test it, you click this green play button up here. Wait for it to start up. It will run a different Minecraft, and your name will be dev, but you cannot connect to any servers this way because you're technically in offline mode in Minecraft. So let's just wait for this to load. Okay, we have it all all up. So if you even try to go in here, you've got the MCreator testing server, but sometimes it says can't connect to server, but it will not allow you to connect to any other servers since you're technically in offline mode right now. So go to single player, create a new world, testing world. Let's just create a new world, and then we can set up. Oh, and it also says using experimental settings. The experimental setting right here is new dimensions, because that was like pretty much just added into Minecraft, into like forage modding. It's still a little buggy, so if you don't use this on a world you've got a ton of progress on before creating a backup. So let's just grab glass as we need, and then I put it in tools. Here's our test portal igniter. It doesn't work the same as a flint and steel, but as you can see, it's right here. Let's, make it right here. Okay, we have this. Let's light it. It's got this, and you should select a particle that isn't exactly as much as this. And also you can make the texture a little more seamless. But see, once you exit in it, I've got my ambient light as pink. And then here's your dimension. All new dimension. It can look however you want. It can be as unique as you want. Or it can just be like a new overworld. That's just like if one world gets too popular, you can just make yourself a mod. Only it also has this ambient noise that is absolutely freaky and I hate it. Well then, that'll be all for this video. See ya guys in the next video.